Good afternoon, I'm Adam Cooper and this is your afternoon news fix for Wednesday, September the 17th. The government seeking advice on whether the gang patch law needs to change after a second judge returned a confiscated patch. In this case, the Lower Hutt gang member who was arrested for displaying it while riding a motorcycle claimed the patch represented a family crest. The judge agreed, which Police Minister Mark Mitchell says is disappointing.
I don't consider a gang patch a family emblem. I personally think the law is very clear, but judges will interpret the law the way that they see it. It's appropriate now that police are appealing those decisions.
Chris Hipkins says there's an unfolding genocide taking place in Gaza. A United Nations Commission of Inquiry has ruled Israel has committed genocide against Palestinians. It's found there are reasonable grounds to conclude 4 out of 5 genocidal acts defined under international law have been carried out. Hipkins says it provides clear evidence.
And that is something the world needs to take seriously and call out.
Prime Minister Chris Luxon says determinations like those are for the International Court of Justice and International Criminal Court. Environment Canterbury has declared a nitrate emergency in the region. Rosie Leishman has more.
Regional Councillor Vicky Southworth put forward a motion for the Regional Council to take a leadership role after groundwater testing results found levels of the chemical increasing in the majority of monitored sites. Following a heated debate, 9 councillors voted for and 7 against. Southworth says the time is now to take action and drive change.
Federated Farmers is slamming the decision, saying it's a shameless political stunt that won't help anyone. A Hamilton man's been sentenced to 8 months in prison for shooting a dog in the head and its owner's partner in the arm with an air pistol. Open Justice reports Danny Livingstone fired after the dog, named Brownie, barked at him multiple times in a supermarket car park earlier this year. Emily Ansell reports.
Neither the person or the dog suffered any serious injuries. The 38-year-old had a pistol stashed down his pants while in the Pack and Save Clarence Street supermarket. He's been sentenced on charges of cruelty to an animal and assaulting a person using a firearm.
New Zealand poultry farmers are being encouraged to learn from other countries when it comes to managing bird flu. The government's seeking feedback on new proposed biosecurity regulations, including early reporting of infection and specific disposal or cleaning methods. Poultry and Egg Industry Executive Director Michael Brooks says overseas research shows free-range hens are most at risk.
Everything we've learnt from overseas is that the highest levels of biosecurity on farm is the best way to protect our birds.
Consultation closes on November 2nd. In sport, All Blacks halfback Cam Roigard will return from a foot fracture off the bench for Counties Manukau this weekend against Auckland in the NPC. Early adversity for the Breakers ahead of their Australian NBL season opener against the Brisbane Bullets in Auckland on Friday. An illness has spread around the team, putting the availability of a few players up in the air. And the Melbourne Storm's hopes of advancing to the NRL Grand Final have been given a major boost, with injured halfback Jerome Hughes returning to training. I'm Adam Cooper, that's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update tomorrow morning from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.